So, the famous diamond of Mr. Point's, the priceless morning star, has vanished into space. 8 suspects. Mr. Point's himself, his business partner, Mr. Leo Stern, Sir George and Lady Merroway, a Mr. Samuel Letherne and his daughter Eve, Mrs. Rustington, and you, Mr. Llewellyn. Except there is only one real suspect, and that's me, because I'm the only one who could have done it. But I didn't, Monsieur Poirot, I didn't. So what is it you want of me? Pardon me, it was not your diamond that was stolen. You wish to employ me to recover the property of somebody else, and that somebody not, I fancy, a person wholly sympathetic to you. I've come to you because of a remark you once made, or was said to have made. Someone repeated it to me. And what was that remark? That it is not the guilty who matter, but the innocent. That made me feel there might be some hope. Ah, I begin to see. Yes, I begin to see. Are you quite certain that the facts are exactly as you have recounted them? There is nothing that you have omitted? I don't think I've left out anything. Points brought out the diamond and passed it round. Then that wretched American child stuck it on her ridiculous bag, and when she came to look at the bag, the diamond was gone. It wasn't on anyone. Old Points himself even was searched. He insisted on it. And I will swear it was nowhere in that room. And nobody went out of a room. The waiters, the Metotti Hotel, they went out before the girl began messing around with the diamond. And afterwards Points locked the door so as to keep them out. No, it lies between one of us. It would certainly seem so. A pretty little problem. Repeat to me again this story. Best shut this window, if we're to hear ourselves speak. Sit down, everyone. Make yourselves comfy. All right, the waiters can start serving now. We sat round the table and tucked in. Hot buttered mackerel. Very nice. Points does his guests proud. He's always a generous man. You know him well? Not well, but we've done business several times. I've acted as broker. So, you are sitting around eating your hot mackerel. Describe each guest to me. Your opinion, you understand? Well, there's Lady Marroway. I adore bridge. It's our weakness, isn't it, George? I sometimes think it's the only thing that makes it worth going out for dinner. Present company accepted, of course. She and Sir George are not quite top drawer, if you know what I mean. Good connections, which is what Points likes, but a bit short of the readies. Nice looking, in a sharp sort of way. Of course, that's what I mean, George. I wouldn't say it otherwise. Mr. Points knows how these things should be done. Sir George is clearly on the cadge, though. Excellent company, excellent food, and bridge, too. At which you will no doubt beat me again, Lady Marroway. Always trying to put some business deal or other to Points, who isn't falling for it. Eyes like a cold fish. Then there's old Leatherson. Decent enough, but long-winded, like most Americans. One anecdote after the other. And so fond of facts. So, Dartmouth is a naval town? Indeed, it has the Naval College. And what would the population of Dartmouth be? Why would he know a thing like that, Pop? The college, then. When was it built? Would they let us tour?
Pop is like a walking Baedeker. I hope
His daughter Eve is a live wire.
Wants to see a naval
Typical
place.
inquisitive kid, full of fun.
Do any famous people live here?
Balances her father out a treat. And yet the cause of all the trouble. I suppose, indirectly, that stupid game of hers. Then there is Mr. Points' business partner, Leo Stein. There is one person who will know. Our historical expert, Mrs. Rustington.
Hardly an expert, Mr. Stein. But I do happen to know the Naval College was built in 1863. The population, alas, I do not know.
Whatever it is, it increases, I have no doubt.
You know Mr. Stein well?
As well as I know Points. That is to say, quite well from our business association. But he is the silent contemplative type. Never misses a thing, but you can never be sure what he's thinking. A useful trait in a diamond merchant. No doubt he does the negotiating, while Mr. Points does the, razzmatazz. Yes, you've got it, Monsieur Poirot. The hardness of diamonds in one, and their sparkle in the other. Not that Points can't be tough too, mind. And lastly... Oh, yes, Mrs. Rustington, the author. You know? Where I write jolly little thrillers that don't sell, she writes intelligent tomes that win awards. Charming woman, Janet. Very, very modest. I see. Now we come to Miss Eve Leverson's party trick. Yes. We'd just finished the main course when she piped up.
Mr. Points.
Yes, young lady?
Have you got that big diamond with you right now? The one you showed us last night and said you always take about of you?
That's right. My mascot, I call it. Yes, I've got it with me, all right.
I think that's awfully dangerous. Somebody might get it away from you. In the crowds at the fair, for example.
No, they wouldn't. I take very good care of it.
But they might. You've got gangsters in England too, haven't you?
They won't get the Morning Star. To begin with, it's in a special inner pocket. And anyway, old Points knows what he's about. Nobody's going to steal the Morning Star.
I bet I could steal it.
I bet you couldn't.
Well, I bet I could, because I was thinking about it last night in bed. After you'd handed it round the table for us all to look at, I thought of a real cute way to steal it.
And what's that?
Not telling you. Not now. What do you bet I couldn't?
Oh, half a dozen pairs of gloves. Young ladies like gloves, don't they?
Gloves? Who wears gloves these days?
Oh. Well, do you wear silk stockings?
I do. My best pair added this morning.
Very well, then. Half a dozen pair of the finest silk stockings.
Oh, yes. Oh, but what do I give you?
Well, I need a new tobacco pouch.
Right. It's a deal. Not that you'll get your tobacco pouch. Now, I'll tell you what you've got to do. You've got to hand the diamond round like you did last night. Oh.
At that moment, two of the waiters came in to remove the plates. And then they brought round the next course. Chicken. Remember, young woman, if this were a real theft, I would send for the police and you'd be searched.
Well, that's all right with me. You needn't be quite so bad as to bring the police into it, but Lady Merroway or Mrs. Rustington can do all the searching that you like.
Well, that's that then. What are you setting up to be? A first-class jewel thief?
I might make it a career, if it really paid.
If you get away with the Morning Star, it'll pay. Even after recutting, that stone will be worth well over £30,000.
My. What's that in dollars?
Really, you carry such a stone around with you? £30,000?
It is a lot of money. But there is the fascination of the stone itself. It's beautiful.
It's just a piece of carbon. I've always understood it's the fence that's the difficulty in jewel robberies. He takes the lion's share.
Come on, let's start. Take the diamond out and say what you said last night.
I do apologise for my offspring. She does get kind of worked up.
That'll do, Pops. Now then, Mr. Points.
Oh, very well. Here we are. Now, what did I say last night? Oh, yes. Perhaps you, ladies and gentlemen, would like to have a look at this. It's an unusually beautiful stone. I call it the Morning Star, and it's by way of being my mascot. It goes about with me everywhere. Oh, I'd like to see it. Lady Marroway.
Thank you. Mr. Latham.
Oh, pretty good, yes, pretty good. Well,
I took the stone in my turn, just as the waiters were finishing clearing up. There was a slight hitch for a moment while they did so, And then when they'd gone, I said, "Very fine stone," and passed it to Leo Stein. He didn't trouble to do much, and just handed it straight on to Eve. "How perfectly lovely!" "Oh, sorry, I dropped it." There was a bit of kerfuffle as she looked under the table. A glass got knocked over, and in all the confusion, we all ended up scrabbling about. Except for Points, of course. He just stayed there in his seat, sipping his wine and smiling sardonically. "Oh, dear, how dreadful! Where can it have rolled to? I can't find it anywhere."
"She's quite right. There's nothing there."
"It's completely vanished." And she was right. We all looked. We couldn't find it.
"It's disappeared, all right, Points." "Very nicely done. You'd make a very good actress, Eve. But the question is, have you hidden it somewhere, or have you got it on you?"
"Search me."
"Lady Marroway, Mrs. Rustington, perhaps you'd be so good as to take Miss Eve behind that screen there."
"Why, certainly, of course." "Don't be afraid, Mr. Points. We'll vet her properly." We just stood there twiddling our thumbs. It was unbearably hot. So that's when I went across and opened the window again. I heard a news vendor and shouted out for him to throw me up a paper. And he did so, and I threw him down a coin. "And you see that stick to the facts, please. It is for me to reflect upon them afterwards." Yes, well, we looked at the paper. Hungarian situation's none too good.
"Is it the local rag? There's a horse I'm interested in. You'd ought to run at Halden today. Natty boy. Lock the door, would you? We don't want those damn waiters coming in again. Not until this business is over." "Oh, Natty boy won 3-1. "It's rotten odds.
Mostly Regatta news." "Not a sign of it. You can take it from me she has not got the diamond on her."
"Say, Eve, you haven't swallowed it, have you? Because that would not be good for you." "No, I would have seen if she did that. I was watching her. She didn't put anything in her mouth."
"As if I could swallow a great thing like that all pointy. So, Mr. Points, how about it?"
"How about it, indeed? You stand over there where you are. Don't move. Now then, if you'll assist me, let's search this room one more time."
We moved tables, chairs, tablecloths, cushions, lifted up a carpet, looked under the rugs. We checked everywhere, Monsieur Poirot, and there was no sign of the diamond. Eve just sat there, smiling. After about 5 minutes, Mr. Points rose with a slight groan and dusted himself off.
"Eve, I take my hat off to you. You're the finest thing in jewel thieves that I have ever come across. What you've done with that stone beats me. As far as I can see, it must be in the room. It's not on you. I give you best."
"So the stockings are mine?"
"They are yours, young lady."
"Eve, my child, where have you hidden it?" "I'll show you. You're gonna be so mad with yourselves." "I'm sure the ladies noticed my glittery handbag, but you probably didn't, Mr. Points. It was right here under your eyes. You see—" "Oh, no. Oh, my."
"What's the matter, honey?"
"It's gone. Oh, Pops, it's gone."
What's all this? What's the matter?"
"It was like this. The bag, you see, it's got a big paste stone in the middle of the clasp, and it fell out last night, just when you were showing the diamond round. I noticed it. I thought, well, that's the same size. And overnight I thought, what a good idea for a robbery would be to wedge your diamond in the gap with a bit of plasticine. I felt sure nobody would ever spot it. And that's what I did tonight. First I dropped it and went down after it with the bag in my hand, and I stuck it into the gap with a bit of plasticine I had handy. Then I put the bag on the table and went on pretending to look for the diamond. I thought it would be like the purloined letter, you know, lying there in full view under everyone's noses, just looking like a common bit of rhinestone. Oh, it was a good plan. None of you did notice."
"I wonder. What did you say?" "Nothing." "Let me see that bag. There's the hole. There's a bit of plasticine. Well, it must have fallen out. We'd better look again."
We did. We looked again, and after another 5 minutes gave up.
"It is not in this room, but nobody has gone out."
"Oh, I'm so sorry, it's all my fault."
There, don't cry about it.
No one's blaming you, honey.
Mr. Stein, just now you murmured something under your breath, and when I asked you to repeat it, you said it was nothing. But as a matter of fact, I heard what you said. Miss Eve had just said none of us noticed the place where she had put the diamond. The words you murmured were, "I wonder." And you're right. What we have to face is the probability that one person did notice, and that that person is in this room now. So I suggest that the only fair and honourable thing is for everyone present to submit to a search, because the diamond cannot have left this room. We all acquiesced, of course. It's a bit unpleasant, all this, but...
Oh, my fault.
Back up, kiddo, back up. I think that Sir George's suggestion will meet with the fullest approval from all of us. It certainly does from me.
Well, I agree. Well, I do too, of course, as I'm sure does Lady Marroway.
Well, yes, of course. One by one we all submitted to be searched. Of course you know the result, Monsieur Poirot. The diamond was nowhere to be found. And there it is, you see, the only possible way the diamond could have left that room, thrown by me to an accomplice waiting in the street below. Not the only possible way.
What other way can you suggest?
Since you say that you did not throw it out, there must have been some other way. Oh, I see. I hoped you meant something more definite than that. Well, I can only say that I didn't throw it out. I can't expect you to believe me, or anyone else to either. Oh, yes, I believe you.
You do?
Why? It is a matter of the psychology. You are not of the type that steals jewellery. There are crimes, of course, that you might commit, but we will not enter into that subject. At any rate, I do not see you as the purloiner of the Morning Star.
Everyone else does.
Everyone?
They looked at me in a queer sort of way at the time, and Marroway picked up a paper and just glanced over at the window. He didn't say anything, but Points cottoned onto it quick enough. I could see what they all thought. There hasn't been an open accusation, that's the devil of it.
And? There is more than that?
Yes. I had a fellow round, asking questions. Routine inquiries, he called it. One of the new dress-shirted lot of police. Very tactful, nothing at all hinted, just interested in the fact that I'd been hard up, and suddenly I was cutting a bit of a splash.
And were you?
Yes. I had luck with a horse or two. Unfortunately, my bets were made on the course, so there's nothing to show that that's where the money came from. They can't disprove it, of course, but that's just the sort of easy lie a fellow would invent if he didn't want to show where his money came from.
I agree. Still, they will have to have a good deal more than that to go upon.
I'm not afraid of being actually arrested or charged with theft. In a way, that would be easier. I'd know what I was. It's the ghastly fact that all those people believe I took it.
All those people? Are you sure it is all these people you mean? I don't understand you. I have a little idea that it is not all these people, but one person in particular.
Well, I don't really know what you mean.
Yes, it is so, is it not? There was one person in particular, and I rather think it was Mrs. Rustington.
Why pitch on her?
It is obvious. Someone there has an opinion which matters to you greatly. So what ladies were there? An American flapper? Lady Marroway? You would probably rise, not fall, in Lady Marroway's estimation if you had brought off such a coup. I have heard something of that lady. Clearly, then, Mrs. Rustington.
She had rather an unfortunate experience. Her husband was a down-and-out rotter. It's made her unwilling to trust anyone. If she thought that I...
Quite so. Therefore she must no longer think what she may be thinking. The matter must be cleared up.
Well, it's easy to say, and quite easy to do.
You think so? Mais oui. This problem is so clear-cut. So many possibilities are ruled out. The answer must really be extremely simple. Indeed, already I have a kind of glimmering. Here, write down a brief description of a party. But I've done... No, I mean their personal appearance, the colour of their hair, and so on. Well, but I don't see what that can have to do with it. A good deal, mon ami, a good deal. Have you not heard of a fortune-teller? A dark man crosses your path, etc. Excellent. By the way, you said, I think, a wine glass was broken? Yes, it was knocked off the table. It got stepped on. Oh, very unpleasant. The splinters of glass. Whose wine glass was it? I think it was the child's, Eve. Ah. And who sat next to her on that side? Sir George Marroway. You didn't see which of them knocked it off the table? I'm afraid I didn't. Does it matter? Not really, no. A superfluous question, eh bien. Good morning, Mr. Llewellyn. Will you call again in 3 days' time? I think the whole thing will be quite satisfactorily cleared up by then. Are you joking, Monsieur Poirot? I never joke on professional matters. This matter is serious. Shall we say Friday at 11:30? Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Llewellyn. Sit down. Have a cigarette? No, thank you. Well, very well indeed. The police arrested the gang last night. The gang? What gang? The Amalfi gang. I thought of them at once when you told me your story. I recognized their methods. And once you had described the guests, there was no doubt at all in my mind. Well, who are the Amalfi gang? Father, son, and daughter-in-law. That is, if Pietro and Maria are really married. There is some doubt on that point. Don't understand. But it is so simple. The name is Italian, and no doubt the origin is Italian, but old Amalfi was born in America. His methods are usually the same. He impersonates a real businessman whose name is well known in the trade. He introduces himself to a prominent figure in the jewel business in some European country, and then he plays his little trick. In this case, he was desperately on the trail of the Morning Star. Points' idiosyncrasy was well known in the trade. So, Maria Amalfi played the part of the daughter. Amazing creature, 27 at least, and nearly always plays a part of 16. Not Eve? Précisément, the little Eve, the American ingenue. The third member of the gang got himself taken on as an extra waiter at the Royal George. It was holiday time, remember, they would need extra staff. He may even have bribed a regular man to stay away. But the scene is set. Eve challenges old Points in her ingenious schoolgirlish manner, and he takes on the bet. He passes around the diamond as he has done the night before. The waiters enter the room to remove the plates, and Leathern retains the stone until they have gone out of the room. When they do leave, the diamond leaves also, neatly attached to a morsel of chewing gum to the underside of the plate that Pietro bears away. So simple. But I saw it after that. No, you saw a paste replica, good enough to receive a casual glance. Stein, the only man to have spotted the fraud, but you told me he hardly looked at it. Eve drops it, sweeps off a glass, and steps firmly on the stone and glass together. Miraculous disappearance of diamond. Both Eve and Leathern can then submit to as much searching and questioning as anybody pleases. Well, you say you recognized the gang from my description? They've worked this trick before? Not exactly, but it was their kind of business. Naturally, my attention was at once directed to the girl Eve. Why? I didn't suspect her. Nobody did. She seemed such a child. That is the peculiar genius of Maria Amalfi. She is more like a child than any child. But remember the plasticine. This bet was supposed to have risen quite spontaneously. Yet the little lady had some plasticine with her, all handy. That spoke of premeditation.
and my suspicions fastened on her at once. Well, Monsieur Poirot, I can't tell you how grateful I am to you. This is wonderful. Bagatelle, you let me know how much of my fee. It is most moderate. It will not make too big a hole in the horse racing profits. All the same, young man, I think, leave the horses alone in future. An animal a little uncertain is the horse. That's all right. You bet I will. And now I suggest you waste no more time. Hail a taxi to take you to the flat of Mrs. Rustington and give her your news. I shall. She won't believe it. No, mon ami, not that news. The news that you love her. It will be of no surprise to her.